In this video, I'm sharing with you some powerful action steps that you can take right now to step into your masculine core and energy. And this is also going to help you attract that feminine woman that you really want. So let's get started. I'd like to start this off first by one of my favorite books, one of my favorite authors, David Deida. If you don't know him, check him out. The Way of the Superior Man. I read this book in like 2 weeks. I'm not really going to review the book, so that's not what this video is about, obviously. It's about you stepping into your masculine core and energy, and I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. I want to start this video off with something he said about man and your life purpose. So listen closely. Without a conscious life purpose, a man is totally lost, drifting, adapting to events rather than creating events. Without knowing his life purpose, a man lives a weakened, impotent existence, perhaps eventually becoming even sexually impotent or prone to mechanical and disinterested in sex. And you may be asking me, Joy, what does this have to do with this video and the topic you're talking about? It has a lot to do with it because, in my experience of coaching men and even knowing some passive men in my own personal life, is that the majority of them, not all, do not have a life purpose that they're going for. And they're disassociated with their core of what's important to them. And instead, they flow through life very passive, very more feminine, without any direction. If you are a man and you have a life purpose or a mission, a vision, then you might not know the how, but you at least know the direction you want to go into. You at least know you're at point B and you want to get to point F because your life purpose and mission is going to connect you there, even if you don't know the how, because the masculine, as soon as they get focused and clear, which are very masculine traits, they're going to figure out the how. You are a passive man, if you are a people pleaser, Mr. Nice Guy, I like to call them flow boy Franks, then you are not connected to your life purpose. Because if you were, you would step into your masculinity strong in it to have that life purpose come to fruition, to work towards that. Even if you don't end up with that result, you may die trying, you know? If you heard 50 Cent say that before, the rapper 50 Cent, the masculine wants to create that pressure on him because he know in the process of getting from point B to point F, there's going to be a lot of growth. You're going to self-actualize into that masculine man even more that you envision yourself to be. I hope this starts to make a little bit of sense. And those are not the only qualities of being a passive, more feminine man, but that is one quality, common quality I have noticed in some men, passive men that I've coached, or passive men that I've met in real life or that are in my life. Feminine women are turned off by that type of man because they know that that type of man is not going to be able to provide, to protect, not definitely not going to be able to lead so that she can relax in her feminine and stay in that core energy of hers in the relationship for most of the time. Obviously, she's going to have to make decisions too. Feminine women are not attracted to the man, the people pleaser type, the Mr. Nice Guy, because she knows they can't really lead. They're not going to allow her to relax in her feminine and function in the relationship in that energy 80, 90% of the time. And who is more in his feminine more of the time, more passive, and you're feeling some resentment from that. You're feeling some dissonance inside, which meaning a lack of harmony. You know there's something there that is blocking you from stepping into your masculine. And maybe you didn't have those masculine role models in your life and you still don't right now. This is possible to still create this in your life. It doesn't have to be just through your father or caregiver. You can attract a mentor. You can go to men's groups. There's so many things. There's so many ways to meet other masculine men. So let's get into the action steps right now because I don't want to waste any more of your time. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Since you are already aware so that you can take it on and live it out fully expressed in your life, awareness is key. So awareness is first, and you already have the awareness. That's why you're watching this video. Number one is awareness. Number two, you can take out your phone or do it on your laptop, or maybe leave yourself a voice memo on your phone and talk yourself through it that way. Or if you're the type of man that likes to write things down, take out a piece of paper, a notebook, and start to list out all the words, things, actions, ways of being that come to mind that help you define masculinity. What does that mean to you? We can get so caught up in what we see on social media and entertainment and music, and some of it's like in so extreme, right? You see those guys on social media where they're like, you got to get up at 4 a.m. and take a cold plunge and kill a bull, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're a masculine man just because you don't, or you lack masculinity just because you don't do those things, right? But they can be a part of, how you express your masculinity. But that doesn't mean that's the only way to be and express your masculine. So this is very important. Or work deep into what masculinity means to you, what it represents. You can even write down people that you feel are masculine that you know or don't know that represent masculine role model to you, and really dig deep. Just start to free write. Don't let yourself think about it too much in your logical brain. This is going to help you just bring it in from a natural place where you don't really have to think about it. Like I said, write down names, actions, places, things like that. Places you've been or always wanted to go to represent being masculine to you. I want you to look out of that list, and if there's any actions you put in there, only stuff that you can execute on, pull that out. Pull like 5 actions out of that list. Take those 5 actions and pull out one that is going to put you a little on your edge and challenge you, that you can step into creating this week. You can step into executing it this week, even if it's not fully done. Step into it and see what comes up for you while you're in the process of creating it. Or ask other men if it's going to take other people to help you create it. Ask for advice. Ask for their feedback if it's a man who is like supportive in your life, like is not saying that you're cheerleader, but he's like your boy. He's like gonna give you real feedback, real criticism, and he's always gonna be truthful to you. Like he has your back like that. See if you can really step into creating and the execution on that one thing, and then come back about send yourself a voice memo on what came up for you in this process, or what's coming up for you in this process now that you're stepping in that. And it could be something as simple and as small as go to the coffee shop where I always get my coffee, the woman out who works behind the counter, like let's say you had a crush on her. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Or maybe you just start small talk with her and start to bridge a connection of communication. She probably sees you all the time anyway. If you go there a lot to get your coffee every day, she may know you by name. So you may have a connection, but you were afraid to ask her out. You got really passive about it, and self-doubt kicked in and paranoid. Well, a masculine trait is courage, and courage is all about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. You want to do these little things for yourself to help you step out of being passive. Like I said, it can be a small action or it could be something medium sized. I recommend starting with a small action so that you can have a quick win and create a quick result right away. That is going to help you be more attractive and more expansive in you starting to step into your masculine core and energy. And then if you like that, maybe jot down some things that you want to create that you've always wanted to create, that's your vision or your purpose, that's connected to that. You were just afraid to even talk about it because the self doubt settled in and talked you out of even talking about it or writing it down or sitting at your favorite place and starting to close your eyes and visualize it a little bit. That's a little bonus step if you want to step into what do I really want to create and what do I want my life to be. That's about it. I would say start there, keep it super simple. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video, but subscribe to the channel if you like this video, comment below or hit the like button, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for listening.